Hi, everybody. My name is Akshita, and this would be my first YouTube vlog for this year. All these years, I've been thinking of opening a channel talking about my life experiences, my interests, that being saris and how to drape it, how to drape in very minimal thought process, and all of those were my dreams and up until now. But I always procrastinated it and I never started it. This year happened to be my milestone birthday, that is 40. And I had been thinking of exploring the world with my family. But unfortunately, I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer in July, and I would like to talk about this journey to everybody, whoever is facing this currently, or they've already faced it and they want to know more about this. And I thought, grieving about it and, just going through with my family and my friends, I thought I will put out my journey to the world through YouTube. And this is where I came, and this is where I'm going to share my journey. This was my just a year where I wanted to enjoy. But in early July, I think July 15th, when I came back from India, I just went to my regular checkup, and that's when they found out that I had two tumors in my left breast. One was much closer to the nipple and a little bit higher to the armpit. Called at, I think it was at 1 o'clock. That is how they diagnosed. And when they did MRM, you go in a perception thinking that, hey, there's nothing going to happen to you. So because it was my first mammogram, the nurses had told me that you will be called back to have another mammogram and a ultrasound, because since you don't have any images prior to compare. And that is how I went in a notion that I will not get this news. But as you go through, and when I had my second mammogram and ultrasound, and when the radiologist came in and he said, we believe it could be what we think, so we would like to have a biopsy. And by then I had a knot in my stomach, and I had a feeling that I guess this is going in the wrong direction. I came back home, I spoke to my husband, and when I did, back in days, they say if you breastfeed your kids, you will not get breast cancer. This is a normal notion that people have it. And when you start Googling, I think they just give you a death sentence. And I didn't want to go through that. So, but I had to, because a lot of emotions were there with me. And oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I'll not cry, but it's just the emotion is so overwhelming for me. So, and I did ask my husband to come with me for the biopsy. And when we went to the biopsy, it was pretty painful for me, because the procedure, even though I had two tumors, the one which was closer to the nipple had to be done. They had to put me the anesthesia multiple time, and it was really painful because it was that close to the nipple. And when I came back home, the first very thing I did was just joining all the groups in Facebook, where you have the support groups, but you just go spiraling down in your emotion. And it helps it really helps to see, okay, the perspective. There are a lot of other women who are going through this. But I really suggest women not to do it, because it is draining for you. It is. I had sleepless nights, but the best part is that, the minute they in the hospital they got to know that I have been diagnosed, I was assigned a breast navigator, and um, they took care of me really well. And I think I have seen the care here in US, the medical, where you have to wait for months to get your appointment. But with this, I really didn't have to do anything. My breast navigators did it for me, and I'm really, really thankful for to them. And what they did was, they immediately scheduled an appointment with a surgeon to help me understand what my diagnosis and what the biopsy meant, and also what would be my next steps. So when I went to my doctor, and she explained me saying that you are estrogen and progesterone positive and HER2 negative, that is a good sign. And also, the sign was that I didn't have anything in the lymph nodes. That was the early diagnosis that I was got. And they did, uh, have my next test, that was the MRI, just to identify if there is anything else that they have missed during the mammogram, and anything else that they need to do. So in the MRI, they got to know that I had multiple tumors in my left breast, but I didn't have anything in my right. So, but even there, I my lymph nodes was negative, and the surgeon did, you know, say that the initial prognosis being her ERPR positive and HER2 negative, but my Ki-67, that's the protein that helps the cancer cells to multiply, were around 25%, but the rest of them were around 18 to under 10%. Um, that, they told me that you could have a lumpectomy, but because during the MRI they said I had multiple tumors, they suggested to go for mastectomy. And the what do you my surgeon did ask me to go and meet the plastic surgeon to decide if I had to have the implants or whatever the next steps of the surgeries were. But when I met the plastic surgeon, he explained me about all the different types of surgery that is associated with mastectomy or reconstruction of my breast. um, I was little skeptical, because when I came back and I did some research online, I didn't have a good feeling that it would benefit me, and I decided to go to and maybe bilateral mastectomy, by which I did get my surgery date very early. And mind you, this was July um, 25th, and within a month I got a surgery date. And in between, I had multiple tests that I had to go through. I had to go through some classes for the surgery, and in the surgery, I think the class, they gave me surgery care bag, which had a camisole. Then I had, you know, breast implant kind of a thing, not an implant, but just for the ease, and some bandages and everything. So those were some aftercare for the surgery that I had to go through the classes. And fast forward 3 weeks, August 25th, I had my surgery. I had to go into the hospital by 8 in the morning and to have my sentinel node marker. I went in being scared. I tell you that, because it is something that you never experienced and nobody knows. Each one have their own experiences, and you go in all alone. You have your family outside. My husband was there. Luckily, my mom traveled from India and they were there. But you are inside all alone facing that injection. And they did have, luckily, whatever you read online is, it just goes out of the window because you experience something different. I didn't have any pain. They did give me 4 injections around the nipple so that during the radioactive material goes in through the sentinel nodes, and the surgeon can see if there is any impacted nodes. And I went in to the operating room. I said goodbye. I didn't know what to do, but I said goodbye to my mom and my husband. Like, it's where it's cool. I go in, they administer the anesthesia, and next thing you know, you wake up with your breast not being there. With the anesthesia and everything, um, the pain, you wouldn't have seen your wound, and it doesn't affect you psychologically. But yes, it deep down you do have that, oh, your part is gone. But I think it is for good, and that is what made me go through that. Because spiritually you have to be strong, because you really need to be strong. This diagnosis of cancer is something about the mind game, where you have to be very strong, and you're the person who's going through it. And that is what I learned. I you know I had very big boobs, I can say that. And when you see after the surgery being flat, it really hits you hard, it hits you home. And the first night, your anesthesias are there, so nothing will you will know. um, the first time when you remove your bandage to take shower, and you have your husband helping, your mom helping, it becomes hard because you feel that you are a burden to them. But I tell you, take as much help as you can from your loved ones, your friends, anybody who can help you, because that will help you to recover quicker. And I was able to recover with a feeling, because they didn't make me feel that, oh, pity and all of that. No, nothing. They said, it's good that it is gone, you don't have to worry. And that gave me that strength to face it. And I slowly took steps. I made sure that I take shower wearing cling wraps so that water doesn't fall onto the stitches. And it's been 4.5 weeks now, and I had taken 3 weeks of FMLA, and I started work, because the work helps me keep my mind focused, not wandering around, and that has helped. And I would suggest people to get back to work. That is what I feel. And once I got back, I think when after 3 weeks you are assigned a medical oncologist by the your breast navigator comes back to you, she checks on you, because during the breast surgery class, you read lot of things in Google, that you're not supposed to eat sweets, you're not supposed to eat that, you're not supposed to do that. So there are so many don'ts and there are so many do's. You fall into that. So when my breast navigator asked me, what do you want to eat? I didn't have an answer, because I said, I don't know. She, what? So sweetly she said me, go enjoy your life, eat whatever you want. Yeah, there are some diets that you have to follow, but I think she said, before going to surgery, enjoy. This is your life. It's not an end of your life. It's a new beginning of your life. So just go and enjoy. And I really loved that, about the attitude that she gave me, that love your life, enjoy your life. I think we all are spiraling around with the stress of work, friendship, marriage, kids, and everything, and people are so mean to you, and they hurt you. And I have been going through that. And I believe when I had my before going to the oncologist, I did have my gene testing to understand whether I got my cancer due to a gene mutation. But luckily, my gene mutation came negative. I didn't have a BRCA1, BRCA2 gene, nothing. So nobody knows how I got it. But I can say, my instinct says that it is due to stress. And the stress was too much for me to handle. I think I have taken a lot of things to my heart. And with this diagnosis, I learned to let it go. I want to let it go. I don't want to hold that baggage with me and go with it. I want to enjoy my life with my family, my husband, my kids, my parents, my brother, my brother's kids, everyone. I just want to enjoy my life. And feeling sorry for others of, the way they treat you doesn't help you enjoy your life. And that is what I learned with this diagnosis. And my oncologist gave me lot of tests. I had CT scan, I had bone scans, I had echo, and all three came normal for me. Everything is normal. So my cancer has not spread anywhere, so it's just confined to my left breast. But just to be on the safer side, I have been given a regime of 16 cycle of chemo, and one of the medication for the first one is the red devil, which I'll have every 2 weeks up until November 6th. And my first chemo starts this week from 25th. And then it is Taxol every week. And then I might have a break of 4 weeks, and then I have radiation. I don't know how many rounds of radiation, but yes, I am ready for it and I'm going into it. Before going to chemo, I'll be having a port infusion that is going to happen tomorrow, Monday, that is September 22nd at 9 a.m. in Edwards. And I think I am blessed to be here in United States, with the best medical services that I have here. And the doctors are taking really good care of me. And my oncologist was very sweet to me, and he has answered all my questions, all my queries that I had. Even small things like, hey, can we all use the same utensils? And will I shed my hair? He said, with the red devil, yes, I will be shedding my hair. And to ensure that I will not be having a psychological effect, I have cut my hair short. I had long hair, I have cut it short because I want to have long hairs, and I don't want the trauma feeling that, hey, I lost. I know it'll come back, but the trauma I don't want to go through, so I have cut my hair short. And let's see how it goes. And with the medical expertise that I have, I should be going in thinking that everything goes well. I will keep you guys posted what happened. And I just wanted to let you know the series of tests that happens once you are diagnosed with cancer is you getting breast navigators. The breast navigators will schedule gene testing with the first round. Then they will schedule a call with your surgeon. The surgeon will explain you what kind of breast cancer you have, and the surgeon will explain you why you want reconstruction or not, no reconstruction. They'll schedule a call with your plastic surgeon, and once the plastic surgeon comes in, you have the decision to take whether you want to have bilateral mastectomy or you want to go for the reconstruction. I went with bilateral mastectomy just to have that ease. And they check on you, the doctors and the breast navigators check on you. Once you have that, you get your surgery dates. And before the surgery, you need to get a go signal from your primary physicians. And I got my blood work done and everything came out normal, including my diabetes and everything. I don't have diabetes, but they do check for diabetes. Once that has happened, then you go to your surgery. Before going to the surgery, you have a class to explain how what to do and how to take care of yourself during the aftercare of the surgery. And I think I must appreciate my husband for that, because he is very scared seeing blood, but he was there to take out the fluid from the from the drains that I had. And I had two drains, and he helped me clean it for 3 week for a week. So when I went for the post-op on September 2nd, my doctor removed it. And after that, I'm in a recovery period. During the recovery period, I've been having protein shakes, protein, because you need to have protein. If you don't have protein, the lymph nodes, I they during the surgery, mm, they, in the sentinel node, they were able to find in two lymph nodes I had cancer out of the five. So out of the five, there were two lymph nodes which was affected by the cancer. And that is the reason that my left hand is, it's very difficult for me even to lift my hand like this or up in the head, because it hurts. And I think the protein shake has helped me with that. And after the surgery, after the recovery period, after and you doing small steps and small exercises, you get to meet your oncologist who explain why you have the regimes that is designed for you based on your diagnosis. And being 40 and still not having a premenopause or menopause, uh, you know I have to go through the 16 rounds of cycle, and the oncotype does not affect. That's what he said. And there are a lot of other misnotions around there, that you have to, during chemo, you have to put the cold cap, because, but one lovely thing, what I heard, my surgeon told me was that for the adrenomycin drug, cold cap does not affect. So I just cut my hair short just to ensure that um, I'm not traumatized. And this is my journey so far. I am hanging in there. I am believing in God. I believe in Guruji. And every day I hear, I do mantra jap, I do everything. So spiritually, I'm connected to um, you know, my gods. And I know that they are going to be with me along this journey. And I would love you guys also to just join me in this journey and cheer me in this journey. I will try to post videos every time when I am, and here and there I think I will do another video for the care bag that I got during my first class before the surgery. Then I will show what they give you the chemo class. So I'll do two more videos of that, and maybe that will help somebody out there who's going through the same journey as me. And I just want to say, love yourself and love your life. Just go out and enjoy. Thank you. Bye.